Jack, buona 67esima. Che cosa?
Vai!
Yeah, hello, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is not Mighty after a magic trick, but this is Nicola, our special guest for today and the only guest. Today we're going to make a special Christmas dish, as you can see from my home. And this is our tortellini, or in dialect, le tortellini. Let's see what the ingredients are. So our tortellini are made of two parts, the dough and the fillings. For the dough we're going to need 300 grams of flour and 3 eggs for 4 people. And for the filling we're going to need true mortadella from Bologna, true prosciutto from Parma, true nocciara from Romania, 1 egg, cheese, 100 grams of this, which is pork, just a full spoon of butter and not of sugar, pepper and salt. Let's see how we do the dough. So we're going to whisk the eggs inside the flavor. First of all, try to break the yolk, then slowly whisk it, possibly without making it going out like this. This is not supposed to happen. And while you whisk it, you try to incorporate the flavor inside, little by little, until you have a thick, dense cream. So that will be easier to work with your hands. If you need some rhythm, you can also now see. So you continue working on your dough, trying to clean your hands from it, and let it absorb all the flavor present on the working table. The flour present on the working table. So for working it, you rotate it, flip it, and then with the heel of your hand, you just push it. So like this, once again, like this.
Frumos, Nicola, frumos.
So once you've worked your dough, it needs to have this consistency. It doesn't need to be too sticky, but not too hard, because otherwise your pasta will be way too hard. So after you've worked it enough and it has absorbed all the flour on the table, you wrap it in foil. And let it rest in fridge for 13 minutes. So for our filling we're going to need a pan, some butter, and first we're going to cook the pork. So first, we're going to turn on the fire, add the butter in order to cook the meat. This is approximately it. Once the butter has melted, we're also going to add the pork. A bit of salt. And that's it. Let's wait for it to be cooked. So once our meat is cooked, we're going to put it in our blender. we're going to make sure that all the juices that came out from the meat does not get wasted. Together we're going to add our mortadella, the prosciutto, possibly everything inside and not just to scatter it around the table, and we're going to break an egg. Maybe we're going to break the blender, who knows? Yes, it broke. Oh, that's so delicious. And we're going to finally after we add some nutmeg. So we grated the Parmesan, and we're also going to add just a bit of nutmeg. More correctly would be blender first just the meat and afterward adding the egg and the Parmesan. But also this version is good, because we have no other choice. And for some extra rock and roll, this is a technique that comes from the famous chef Maurizio Codfish, which is the blender shake. And our filling is ready. So you keep on mixing up until you obtain this filling. The finer the texture, the more homogeneous the texture, the tastier it will be. So we take back the dough from the fridge. It has rested for 30 minutes. This is how it's going to look. And now we have to stand the dough. To do that, you could use the machine, which makes lives better. But we are medicine students, we like challenges, we like masochism. So we're going to do by ourselves with the material. So, which is not our precedent, it's actually a tool. So we're going to make it. First of all, slightly apart legs. You grab it by the ends. You always push it from the middle to the border, like this. You never put too much strength or weight on it, because if you're nervous, your dough will be also not very happy, and we want a happy dough. You keep on doing that until you reach a very fine dough. And also another important thing is that the dough doesn't need to be sticky, but also do not add too much flavor. So now, in order to make our tortellini, we're going to have to make a square shape of it, so it's going to be easier to cut it. So, like this. And as you can see, geometry was not really my favorite subject. So now that we have cut our dough into squares, we're going to take a pinch, not a ball, but a pinch of the filling, grab the square, unite the two angles in order to have a triangle, and then close the two sides with your fingers. Then your nails is going to be in direction of the filling, and you make it wrap around your finger in order to have this shape. So this is our mascot. Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. Nej, vad fan det. So this is our mascot. Vi har provat det.
Via!
Hello, good morning. Ciao! So, for the dough we're going to need... Yes, hello. Wow. We're going to... Oh, wolf, actually. We're going for the dough.
I goste, caccato cazzo.
So, for dough, the ingredients are flour. For 4 people, we're going to use 300 grams of flour. And 1 egg for each 100 grams.
Stai zitto.
Keep on mixing it until you have this fine, tasteful filling. The finer the texture will be, the more taste. Pausa.